We're going to attempt to show you a little bit of how cows get milked. I am standing in the center. This is called a double 12 parallel parlor. You can see that there are cows on this side of me and cows on this side. There's 12 on each side to be exact. And today in the parlor here milking, we have Clara. And to make it not too confusing, but we have Cara down at the far end. So that's Clara and Cara. And so I'm gonna go through the steps of what it looks like to milk a cow. The cows on this side currently are just finishing being milked. This is a little bit in reverse order here, but Clara is putting on a disinfect teat. We call it a teat dip. It's an iodine, and this is what when they are finished being milking, you can see that some of them might have a little drop of milk left on the bottom of their teats, and that helps to remove that drop of milk and also just keep them clean and sanitized. So on this side, Cara is applying milkers to cows that she just finished cleaning, and we'll walk you through that cleaning step as soon as parlor here, because the way this works is you can see the milk coming out of from the cow's udder, obviously down through. You can see the milk collecting in the milking unit, and then it travels through this hose. This is the weighing device. If you had tuned in earlier, we talked about that we meter and weigh all of the milk that the cows give to help track whether they are staying healthy or not. And from here, then it goes through a series of stainless steel pipes over to our bulk tank, where it is cooled almost immediately to 37 degrees. Another thing just to take note is that the milk, when it leaves the cow, never is exposed to outdoor air. Okay, what just happened here behind me is all 12 of these cows were finished being milked, and they were released. So we're waiting for one last cow to step forward far enough, and now we'll bring this set of stalls back down again. And more cows will start coming in from the group that is to the back of the parlor here. They're in an area what we call our holding area, and that is where they are standing just waiting to come in here to get milked. So they have to come in and they make a 90-degree turn. And then what we're going to use here is we have a little tool. Let me just hold on to that a second, Clara. It's called a future cow cleaning gun. It has a little button that we push right here. When we pull that button, this is a disinfecting solution that comes out, and these brushes spin, and you can see that it's kind of aggressive, but yet it doesn't hurt. And it does two things. It cleans the cow, and it also helps to stimulate them to let their milk down. It's somewhat it would be similar to like a calf wanting to nurse on them, and that's what triggers the oxytocin release inside their body, which is the mechanism that allows for them to release their milk. So Clara is going down through, and the first time she goes down through to the cows, she is just making them wet. And then she's going to come back up. She's going to do 6 cows, and then she's going to come back up here again. And the second time over, she will work at getting the remainder of the dirt off now that it's had a chance to soften a little bit and get them nice and clean. A cow needs a total of about 90 seconds from when she is first touched to when her milk is released and she's ready to give that. We have a timer clock on the wall that we use to time ourselves to try to gauge that 90 seconds as accurately as we can. So as soon as Clara is finished with her 6, then she will come back and apply the milkers to the cow, the milking units. And I'm going to start one a while just to show you guys. We do want to make the point that the milk is not necessarily sucked out of the cow. It's a very minor suction. And if you can look real close, you can see how it's making my finger go in and out. What it's doing is it's making a squeezing and a pulsing motion, just as if someone would be there with their hand going like this. So I'm going to apply that to the cow. And the cows in this group are all our youngest animals, and they have lots of energy. They're kind of like our older teenagers, if you want to call it that. So the way that they step around, you know, it's mostly out of just it's a nice day. They have lots of energy. Yeah. If you would join us an hour from now when we have all of our older cows here, they stand a whole lot more still. It's just kind of the nature of the animal. That's pretty much the how milking works. It's a routine. It's a cycle, just like a lot of other jobs out there. And now you can see now this side is finished. The gates raise up. The water sprays out across to help clean where they stand. And they're going to leave the parlor and head back to the barns where they spend the rest of their day. Go eat and sleep and drink and rest. And another 12 will be coming in shortly. So at the next video will be getting broadcast at 2 o'clock. So that's when you can tune in next. Thanks for joining us.